We have our walking shoes on today because we're definitely going to get in some steps. We started at the Paddy's Markets on Hay Street, which is in the heart of Chinatown. This area features traditional markets offering souvenirs, clothing, accessories, fresh produce, and seafood, as well as more modern retail. We came across a symbol familiar to many of those from the United States and had to do a little bit of research. In 1971, when American franchisee Jack Cohen tried to bring Burger King to Australia, he learned that a small takeaway in Adelaide already held the Burger King name, forcing a branding change to avoid legal issues. Cohen took the name from his corporate parent company's Pillsbury brand and named his franchise Hungry Jack's. Next stop on our walking route is the Queen Victoria Building, now affectionately known as the QVB. The building was built in 1898 and designed by 28-year-old architect George McRae. The QVB is a historical, architectural, and commercial landmark celebrated for its Romanesque revival design, its survival against demolition, and its role as a premier luxury shopping destination. My personal favorites were all of the beautiful stained glass and the tea room. Our walk took us by the Sydney Tower Eye, also called Centrepoint Tower. This is the most famous tower in Sydney, and standing at 309 meters or 1,014 feet, it is the city's tallest structure. It offers 360-degree observation views, a skywalk, and revolving restaurants. A stroll through Hyde Park, Australia's oldest park, brought us to St. Mary's Cathedral. Designed by William Wardell in the Gothic Revival style, St. Mary's Cathedral is recognized as the largest 19th century ecclesiastical building in the English Gothic style in the world. The cathedral features magnificent stained glass windows, as well as a crypt with a stunning mosaic floor. Nearby, the Art Gallery of New South Wales is a premier cultural institution in Australia. It houses one of the world's premier collections of Australian art, ranging from colonial to contemporary, and serves as a major hub for Australian, Aboriginal, and Torres Strait Islander, as well as Asian and international art. The Royal Botanic Garden in Sydney is significant as Australia's oldest scientific institution, and it serves as a major global hub for botanical research, conservation, and horticulture. Hollyoak. The Botanic Garden is also home to a large and loud population of wild sulfur-crested cockatoos. But it was our encounter with a different bird species that gave me the biggest thrill. Did you hear that? It's a kookaburra.
Grab you one of them off. Take your beat up out of
No, thank you.
Angela.
Hello, you.
Yeah, citrus.
Buddha's hand.
You outsmarted me.
We looked for a place to get a light snack before heading over to the Opera House for our evening performance, and came across a place where we could try Hokey Pokey ice cream, which is popular in New Zealand. Hokey Pokey is a vanilla-flavored ice cream mixed with crunchy honeycomb toffee, and it is delicious.
They like the Hokey Pokey ice cream.
Well, the top one's Hokey Pokey, which is honey ice cream, and the bottom one is the salted caramel white chocolate. The literary-minded might enjoy the Sydney Writers' Walk, which is an installation at Circular Quay and features over 60 brass plaques embedded in the footpath that celebrate Australian literary heritage and authors with links to Australia. Getting to attend a performance at the Sydney Opera House was an absolutely fantastic way to finalize our tour of Sydney and Australia. We're very much looking forward to continuing our journey to New Zealand, and we hope you'll continue with us.